The PSG host Chelsea in a massive, massive round of 16 tie. Oh my word. I mean, could Chelsea have gotten a more difficult draw than the reigning, defending UEFA Champions League winners? It is the worst possible gift for us, but we have to deal with the task on hand against the reigning champions. Well, if you have to win it, you have to go through the best and might as well play them as early as possible. Chelsea in the nightmare side of the Champions League tie, and after Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur both shamed the Premier League, it's up to Chelsea to pick it up here against Paris Saint-Germain. Well, there have been some interesting calls by Luis Enrique in goal, and the same can be said about Liam Rossinier. Rob Sanchez is not in goal. He's on the bench. He has been Chelsea's number one throughout the campaign, but a couple of performances, especially against Arsenal, has meant that it's Philip Jorgensen in goal. Now, how much that fills me with confidence, I'm not really sure, but Chelsea have to get it done here against PSG. The last time we met this club was 10 years ago in the Champions League. Of course, our last encounter was in the Club World Cup final, where Chelsea put on a first half of dreams. Chance here against PSG to just show how far this team have come here. Interesting calls by Liam Rossinier, but he's gone with the outfield 10 that I expected, considering the options that we have. Garnacho, Guiu and Delap as the only attacking options on the bench. But if you look at PSG's bench, it is full of class with Gonzalo Ramos, Kvaratskhelia and the rest. And we're off and running at the Parc des Princes. Chelsea looking to hold off the European champions here. PSG not in the best kind of form. They did lose here against Monaco 3-1. PSG are not walking the French league here. They are just 1 point ahead of Lens. So it isn't going as swimmingly as possible for Luis Enrique after pretty much achieving everything last season. It's only the Club World Cup is the only trophy that pretty much evaded Luis Enrique as Paris Saint-Germain. He's gone with the front three of all French front three of Ousmane Dembele as the centre forward, Desiree Doué on the right, and of course Bradley Barcola on the left. So Chelsea's wide defending has to be on the money today. Malo Gusto and Marc Cucurella need to have fantastic games. Speaking of needing to have a fantastic game, this is the guy on the ball here, Cole Palmer. 9 Premier League goals for Palmer. Did score against Bayern Munich. Gave us that brief bit of hope, but it was Bayern at the Allianz Arena that was completely ruthless against us. Talking about wide defenders, PSG's fullbacks are utterly world-class, man. Hakimi and Nuno Mendes is 2 players that are going to cause us a lot of problems. I do like the balance of the PSG midfield as well, with Vitinha, João Neves and Warren Zaire-Emery. Palmer nutmeg João Neves, but Neves quickly making sure that he mopped up. Well, big game feels, man. Big game feel. What's up, Mayur? What's up? What's happening at the Madrid game so far? Just about 2 minutes on the clock. I saw the Madrid lineup. Looked a bit shaky. There's a debutant there. I've never heard of his name. I think he's playing left wing. Vinny is playing centre forward. As for Manchester City, they've gone pretty much full strength. Rodri and Bernardo Silva in midfield. Kusanov playing as a right back today. Of course, Semenyo, Doku and I think Savio is the third attacker behind Haaland. Ooh, that's certainly a foul on Moises Caicedo. Ref, that's a yellow card. If Caicedo makes the challenge that Desiree Doué does, that is a yellow card. Yeah, man, City have a heavy attack. Oh, that is a nasty stamp there by Desiree Doué. It is out of control. It's late. He is very fortunate to avoid a booking here. I think City having a heavy attack and Madrid's being slightly weak. I mean, they've got Brahim Diaz as well. He's not a regular starter. No Rodrigo. Vinicius as a centre forward. Not too much confidence. Chelsea can't afford to lose the ball though there. Cucurella guilty of it. Here's Vitinha. Finds Joao Neves. Every time PSG have the ball, my goodness, just feels like they can turn things on a dime. They have an electric front three with enough firepower on the bench. Willian Pacho and Marquinhos as the two centre halves for PSG. Pretty much their first choice back four. I think Safanov in goal is an interesting call considering Lucas Chevalier replaced Gianluigi Donnarumma. Hasn't gone according to plan for the former Lyon keeper. Again, it's going to be a big game again for Joao Pedro, man. He has been transformative in terms of his form under Liam Rossignol. He's been Chelsea's player of the season by far. Need to give him opportunities in and around the box. Palmer, Enzo and Joao Pedro connection is critical for Chelsea. Chelsea getting a quick throw in here. It's Reece James on the right hand side. Drills the cross in. Joao Pedro's inches away. I think that was Pedro Neto at the far stick. Neither one of them getting a touch. Brilliant ball in by Reece. Oh, he makes the overlap. The Chelsea skipper Joao Pedro gets a stab at it, but it's not enough to direct that past Savinov in goal. Oh, Chelsea getting past the PSG backline. Interesting to see Reece James make the overlap. It's something that we never saw under Enzo Maresca. Liam Rossignol decides, fuck it, I'm going to be Chelsea manager for how long? I'm going to use Reece James as a marauding fullback when the opportunity does present. But Reece is playing in midfield. It's Reece and Moises Caicedo as our pivot players, which allows Enzo Fernandez to be our number 10. And considering Chelsea's wing options, we might have to do that. Philip Jorgensen gives the ball away. This is poor. This from Chelsea. Dembele air shot. Thankfully, Chelsea survive. Poor there from Jorgensen. Strike from distance. Decent claim. Well, it's a big call by Liam Rossignol to pick Philip Jorgensen ahead of Rob Sanchez. Now look, before Liam Rossignol arrived, Rob Sanchez was one of our players of the season. This is no exaggeration. I mean, that's how good he was. But yes, under Liam Rossignol, his form has dipped. But I'm not sure how much confidence Jorgensen does fill in me. But here's Cole Palmer. Tries to get the cross in. Chelsea get a corner. Good start this from Chelsea. At Parc des Princes, we have not been dull. We haven't been shy. We haven't been defending. It's been Chelsea making attacks. And once again, it's down the right-hand side. We saw Reece James early on. This time it's Cole Palmer. And Joao Neves having to make another crucial interception. That's the big call, Manny. That is the big call. Philip Jorgensen has clearly become first choice. I mean, he started against Aston Villa away. But here's the Chelsea corner. Flick on header. It's just wide. I think we might get another corner. Malo Gusto trying to get his head on it. Yep, I think that's the big call that he has made. Philip Jorgensen doesn't fill me with any confidence either, my friend. But he needs to have a big game. It's as simple as that. Nothing foolish. It's all we ask. Just have a steady game. Bail us out because we'll need a bit of hope. Good ball in. Savinov punches. That's another big call by Luis Enrique as well. He's dropped his quote-unquote first-choice goalkeeper. Ooh, Desiree Doué's first touch is decent, but he loses his balance. Thankfully, Chelsea mop up. Not a bad start this from Chelsea. Not bad at all. Again, it's the right-hand side that has favoured us. Cole Palmer, Reece James, Malo Gusto, all on that side. Manny, don't even get me started on Philip Jorgensen. This is a great carry, though, by Moises Caicedo. He has given me too much PTSD, man, this season. Even against Manchester United when we lost, when Sanchez got a red card. It was a horrific performance from him. But let's back him. Let's give it the best and hope for the best. Now, Joao Pedro up against Willian Pacho and Marquinhos. I think he should try and peel towards Marquinhos' side because Willian Pacho was a very good 1v1 defender. Every time I watched him play, I mean, to be honest, it's not that much. I just watch him in the Champions League, but he looks a very good defender, the Colombian. There's Nuno Mendes. Goes for the big switch out. Again, it's fullback to fullback. Again, the front three of PSG. They don't have a target man in terms of a proper focal point, but Ousmane Dembele in that position can cause nightmares for Chelsea. Trevor Chalobah, especially him, he's going to have to deal with him 1v1 on a lot of occasions. Dembele is dropping deep and plays a magnificent cross-field pass. Here's Hakimi. Enzo Fernandez quickly in the tackle, but PSG bypass it quite comfortably. It might be a foul. He carries on. Great balance there. Cucurella with the challenge. Referee pulls it back. I think he played enough advantage. He dragged the foul back. Was a foul by Enzo Fernandez. A bit cynical there by the vice captain on Achraf Hakimi. Again, Marc Cucurella, he needs to win those 1v1 duels against Desiree Doué. Doué is an electric 1v1 player. He can shoot with both feet, and that's something that worries me about Desiree Doué. He can do things very quickly, and that's something that Philip Jorgensen will need to be on guard. But something that Jorgensen does not have over Rab Sanchez is his ability to claim crosses. Significantly short of goalkeeper, and for some reason PSG played short, but they work it nicely on the right hand side. Ball into the box. PSG keep it alive. Chelsea somehow clear. It's untidy, but it's effective. Pacho recycles. Nuno Mendes gets away. Oh, I'm stressed already. Nuno Mendes bursts forward. Reece James stops the attack, but it's only temporary. Fofana clears. Whew. PSG is going to cause me intense stress. Goalkeeper for PSG is Safanov Mani. He is Russian, and yep, second choice, Lucas Chevalier, the French goalkeeper, ex-Lyon goalkeeper, not preferred. It's Bradley Barcola. It's 1-0 to PSG. He has roofed it. PSG get the dream start at the Parc des Princes. They keep the attack going, and it is a hammer strike by Bradley Barcola on his weaker left foot. Luis Enrique celebrates, and after Chelsea had a decent start, it's Paris Saint-Germain who have the opener. Well, as soon as that tackle broke away from Reece James and Nuno Mendes, it just felt that we might be in trouble here. We initially defend this well, Manny, because Bradley Barcola, though, he chests it down and hammers it. What a strike that is. Joao Neves with the cushion. Bradley Barcola, that is sensational, man. No keeper stopping that. PSG with the lead. What are you going to do about that? I mean, it is magnificent. Somebody needs to possibly close down Desiree Doué early on, but it's a brilliant goal, Manny. I mean, yes, Fofana and Gusto could be quicker. It's a quality goal. Sometimes you just got to have to tip your hat off. But again, when Reece James had the chance to make the tackle on Nuno Mendes, it had to go our way. And now Chelsea have to come out and play. Do we have the bravery, or do we sit back against PSG? Because on the counter-attack, PSG can absolutely kill us. The 1v1 defending of Malo Gusto, Wesley Fofana, Trevor Chalobah, and of course Marc Cucurella against Desiree Doué will give us a lot of stress. Bradley Barcola, terrific goal, and he was picked ahead of Kviza Kvaratskhelia, so big call there by Luis Enrique, and Barcola rewards him. Knew it's going to be difficult. Oh, Chelsea caught here on the left-hand side. Barcola drops on a dime, but thankfully Chelsea managed to clear. Well, Chelsea's mettle will certainly be tested, and 11 minutes on the clock. We've yet to really feed Joao Pedro anything, really. He's been feeding off scraps, nothing on his feet, only aerial balls to chase. Need to do better in that aspect. PSG been on the back foot in probably the opening 7 or 8 minutes, but it was a cracking goal by Bradley Barcola. Great finish. Didn't have any time to think about it. Chest down on the half volley, left foot. Brilliant. Shut up, Aman. Shut the fuck up, man. You're here. You wouldn't be this happy, if Arsenal didn't scam a pen, man. Scammed it. And it's the two ex-Chelsea players, Madueke and Kai Havertz. Disgusting. Disgusting. Oh, Cucurella has to be careful now. He cannot be committing these needless fouls. Cannot be on a yellow card. Here's Barcola. Cole Palmer nicks the ball. Chelsea win the ball high up the pitch here. Looking to play the 1-2. Again, just short, crisp passes. Get the PSG players moving around. How about that? Bradley Barcola. First goal in 11 games in the Champions League. And of course, it's an absolute pearler against Chelsea. It is what it is. Well, 10 years since we last faced PSG in the Champions League. 10 years ago, man. I mean, Gus Hiddink was our manager, and for PSG, I think it was Laurent Blanc. That team had all those ballers, man. Ibrahimovic, Cavani, Javier Pastore, Angel Di Maria. Full of ballers. He had no chance. Malo Gusto asking Cole Palmer to chase. Palmer with great feet. He's got the overlap of Malo Gusto though. Lovely turn there from Cole. What a pass that is from Cole Palmer. Here's Malo Gusto. Keeps it short. Enzo Fernandez, don't shoot, man. And he does. That is poor decision making from Enzo Fernandez. Brilliant there from Cole Palmer and Malo Gusto. This is where he has to find the pass to Cole. Enzo Fernandez, that is not on. Come on, better decision making. But Chelsea have played some decent football. But still we trail. Again, look at Ousmane Dembele, man. He's deep in his own half. He's picking the ball up and now making his run forward. Almost impossible to man mark. Here's Desiree Doué. He's got Ashraf Hakimi on the overlap. Vitinha to the skipper Marquinhos. They scammed it, Mayur. They know they scammed it as well. What do you say? It's going to be a long 90 minutes for Madrid. City's going to wear them down very soon. City's attack is relentless. They've got a lot of pace and power, man. Semenyo, Doku, Haaland. Oof. Long night for defenses. They've got Rudiger and Dean Huijsen as the two centre halves, if I'm not mistaken. Trent needs to have a big game. Oh, great strike. It's come off the crossbar. PSG nearly doubled their lead here. Chelsea holding on. It's a strike out of nowhere. It's Ousmane Dembele. Oof, shift and shoot. 15 minutes on the clock. PSG have the lead and have come inches to doubling it. This could be a long night for Chelsea, man. Long night. 4 attempts for PSG, 3 on target. They're getting closer and closer. I mean, Jorgensen does not have the Rob Sanchez presence in goal, so PSG players will be more inclined to shoot from distance, that's for sure. Smashed the crossbar. What a strike that was, man. We are so lucky. Whew. But yeah. Chelsea should defend this situation. It's untidy, but it's effective. Zaire Emery making the run from midfield onto the left-hand side. Oh, Ousmane Dembele, he sends Wesley Fofana to the shops. That is not good goalkeeping there from Philip Jorgensen. I mean, he gets a touch on it, fair play, and he touches it onto the crossbar, but stronger wrists needed. At least he got that away from goal, thankfully. Oh, Jorgensen, Chelsea play it short and play out the back nicely. Still brave on the ball. We need to be brave. Here's Joao Pedro for the first time in the match, and he's immediately fouled by Willian Pacho. Yep, Huijsen and Rudiger as centre-backs for Real Madrid today. Ex-Chelsea and ex-Bournemouth defenders. I think Alexander Arnold is playing right back. He has recovered from his hamstring injury. Yep. It looks like Madrid are just pinned in their own box. City can be relentless, man. City have been on a good run. They're going to chase Arsenal down. They're going to play Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final and possibly make a deep run in the Champions League. They've got some real game changers, game breakers in their team. Oh, lovely football. This from Chelsea. Absolutely saucing out. Come on, Pedro Neto. He's bearing down on goal. Pedro Neto. Oh, he went for the unselfish option. The one time he needed to shoot, he delegates duties. Oh, sensational football this from Chelsea. Joao Pedro to Enzo Fernandez. Pedro Neto does everything right. Shoot here. He goes for the cutback. Oh, Chelsea so nearly get the equalizer. Man, we have played good football. I can't even be mad. Here's Reece James, Cole Palmer, Joao Pedro, Cole again. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Crunching challenge. Oh, that is unlucky. Vitinha is fortunate that Moises Caicedo is judged as a foul. Oh, Pedro Neto, man. You should have shot. There. You just shoot. Palmer and Gusto were waiting for the tap-in. I mean, I often hammer Pedro Neto for his decision-making, right? Like generally he shoots when he should pass. This time he does the opposite. He just has to shoot that. He's on his left foot as well. Low bottom corner. If Safanov saves it, fair play. That was our chance. Come on, but enthused. Chelsea win the ball back again. Come on. Here's Caicedo. Trevor Chalobah, Philip Jorgensen. Chelsea could have been 2-0 down or could have been 1-1. Fine margins, man. Oof. This game has been fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyable. One thing Chelsea are, we are entertaining to watch. When we do play good football, we do play some very good football. And when we decide to be kamikaze, nobody concedes more comical goals than Chelsea. But today it took a Bradley Barcola special. Oh, what a pass that is by Caicedo. Palmer controls. That's a foul, ref. That's a yellow card. Come on. That is a foul by Dembele. He knows what he's done on Cole Palmer. Palmer beats him with lovely bit of skill. That is cynical. Mayur says Brahim seems high on meth. He's so pumped he's just knocking City players down. Madrid score. Woo! Haram football. Who scored for Madrid? Let me have a look. Mayur, they've scammed the opener at the Santiago Bernabeu. Expected though. PSG and Real Madrid, both with leads. The Premier League clubs. I'm looking at you guys, shaming us. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Great feet. What a pass. Enzo Fernandez to Joao Pedro. He's in the box. Joao Pedro goes for the shot. He shouldn't have. Chelsea's decision-making in the final third just lacking. But our midfield play is unbelievable at times. Enzo Fernandez, couple of his passes, sensational. Joao Pedro, can he go for the cutback to Cole Palmer? Can he look for Malo Gusto at the far stick? He goes for a shot instead. Passed when he should have shot. Shot when he should have passed. The two decisions that Joao Pedro and Pedro Neto have made Chelsea not get the equalizer. But Chelsea should be still worried. But good start. I keep saying it. It's been a good start, man. 20 minutes on the clock. Now, don't do anything foolish. We're still in the game. Very much in the game. Valverde with the goal, with the Courtois assist. What is that? He just smashed it from 30 yards? Or is that some foolishness from a City defensive point of view? That seems like an unlikely combination as Jorgensen, under a bit of pressure. City caught napping. I mean, when it's a Courtois assist, you definitely know. But Cole Palmer on the right-hand side, look for Joao Pedro's just stopped running for some reason. It's almost like he expected Palmer not to pass and he decides to conserve his energy. Throw in for Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez has played 2 or 3 magnificent passes, man. High IQ, perfectly weighted passes. Just the kind of game I needed from him. He's been very much off the ball. Against Aston Villa, he was excellent. Need better, need more. Can't be always Moises Caicedo stepping up. And Moy just has great games for Chelsea. Pedro Neto, Joao Pedro, they play the 1-2 nicely. Chelsea causing PSG problems here. It's not going to be straightforward for the reigning champions. Cucurella. Pedro Neto shields the ball nicely. Chelsea play out the press beautifully. Oh, it's sumptuous football. The pass by Moises Caicedo is just overhit. Again, good football. The combination play from Chelsea in the central areas, excellent. We're 1-0 down, but I'm pretty enthused with this start, man. Bigger picture, we're playing some good stuff. Just need to stitch that final pass, final decision. Chelsea can possibly do something big here. Had that big away performance against Aston Villa, a game that I didn't think we would win when we ended up winning comfortably. 4-1 on the night. Great skill there by Enzo Fernandez. He's been perfect in this first half. Come on, Cole. Find the right decision. It's Cole Palmer. Thought about the shot. Enzo Fernandez. Oh, why did you pass there? He tries to dribble. Chelsea win the ball back. It's Cole Palmer. Look for the pass, Cole. He looks for Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto finds Cucurella on the overlap. It's Cucurella. Cross comes in. Joao Pedro's header is a feeble header. Chelsea continue to create chances, but the final action, I mean, that cross was slightly overhit by Marc Cucurella. Needs to do better there, Marc Cucurella, considering that he was completely unmarked in the box. He had time to take a touch, completely killed the ball. Better cross was needed. Considering Joao Pedro's ability to head the ball into the back of the net, something better was needed. And Luis Enrique will fully know that, yes, his team have the early lead. Yes, they had a chance to make it 2-0, but Chelsea have created some glorious opportunities, man. Liam Rosenior quietly will be beaming with pride. Yes, the scoreline. Again, that's the only deficit, the scoreline. But the football we've played can build on it. Stepping stones, man. This season, we're not going to get too much done in terms of league positioning. We may end up in the Champions League spot. I wouldn't be surprised if we drop off. That's the kind of inconsistencies that we have had. What a pass that is by Marquinhos to the goal scorer, Bradley Barcola. Lovely control there away from Malo Gusto. It's Desiree Doué is in the Chelsea box. Wesley Fofana defends well. Enzo Fernandez mops up. PSG are just relying on those electric moments in the box, man. They've got those game changers. And why not, man? You've got like Doué, Dembele and Bradley Barcola. Oh, that was not needed, Reece. Just play a simple pass. Keep the ball. Chelsea had players committed. Reece James goes for that grass cutter of a pass. Has the ability, that's for sure. Reece James trying to sauce up on a big European away night. Here's Bradley Barcola. Barcola's got twinkle toes. He goes for the corner. Philip Jorgensen, I think he touches that around the post. Bradley Barcola connects very nicely. Creates enough space away from Fofana. Oh, that's a good save. Jorgensen. Very good save. That should give him a lot of confidence. Bradley Barcola looks to just curl that around. Good effort. PSG take a short corner. Chelsea do have deficiency in defending set pieces. Seen that under Liam Rosenior, Burnley, Arsenal, all scoring from corners. There's Dembele. Oh, Dembele, that's a curious decision there from the Ballon d'Or. Just hammers it with his right foot. No chance there for Barcola. Chelsea survive. Just over 25 minutes played at the Parc des Princes, and it's been a very interesting first half. I mean, Bradley Barcola's goal was a thing of beauty, and Dembele struck the crossbar. Barcola comes close trying to curl that away. But in between all of that, Chelsea have played some very good football, moved the ball around nicely in central areas, and they've just beaten the PSG press very nicely at times with patient, high IQ passes. Joao Pedro starting to get into the game, and no surprise that Chelsea start playing better football when the player of the season starts cooking. Oh, Mayur, I completely missed this one. Straight kick from Courtois to Valverde ahead of the halfway line, and he just ran away with the ball to score. That is some schoolboy stuff. Look how hard Chelsea are having to work here to score a goal against PSG, man. We win the ball back. Caicedo. Here's Joao Pedro. Pedro's hold-up play is excellent, man. Joao Pedro. Only words of admiration. Brilliant reverse there by Caicedo, and Reece James follows up with a lovely through pass to Cole Palmer. Palmer looks to shield the ball, but Willian Pacho comes away with it. Strong play there from the centre half. Here's Hakimi. Again, Chelsea making it very uncomfortable. That's gone out, ref. Yes, throw in for Chelsea. Come on, a goal would be massive before half-time. No need to panic. But it's been a great response. Enzo Fernandez, that's acres of space for Malo Gusto! It's 1-1! Chelsea get the deserved equalizer. Malo Gusto found after Enzo Fernandez's magnificent pass. Weighted to perfection. Gusto, brilliant. His first Champions League goal for Chelsea. Third of the season. Chelsea draw level. Caicedo to Enzo Fernandez. Acres of space for Malo Gusto. Full of confidence. Savinov gets a hand to it, but there's too much venom on the strike. Brilliant. Enzo Fernandez. outstanding. We saw this combination against Aston Villa, right? Where he played the ball to Malo Gusto, who cut it across the face of goal for Joao Pedro. This time, Pedro wasn't needed. Malo Gusto gets the job done. Come on! Oh, what the hell? City are 2-0 down. Valverde again. Is it the same combination? What the fuck? Oh, come on, Malo Gusto. You deserve that. Nuno Mendes completely out of position. I'm not sure where Mendes was. He was on the right wing in the previous attack. He just never got back into position. Whew. Surprising. But Luis Enrique, he can have no complaints. Chelsea deserve that. Come on. Well, for all the attacking threats that we have on the pitch, it's an unlikely goal scorer. I mean, Bradley Barcola did not score in the Champions League this season until now. And Malo Gusto does the same. The two French internationals on the score sheet. Chelsea continue to torment PSG here. Joao Pedro, perfect decision there to find Pedro Neto on the left-hand side. Enzo Fernandez, again, great decision-making. His passing has been excellent, and Pedro Neto loses the ball here. Here's Zaire Emery into the 30th minute. Game on here at Parc des Princes. Enzo Fernandez goes biting in there. Desiree Doué, it's a foul. I think he'll just get a talking to there by the referee. Enzo Fernandez, I think that was just excessive force more than anything else. Might have gotten enough of the ball, but Enzo Fernandez surely fired up. Enzo, Caicedo, Joao Pedro, Palmer, they've been on it. Reece James in midfield, a lot more security for us. We do have Romeo Lavia and, of course, Andre Santos on the bench. So our midfield options in the second half can be beefed up, especially if Chelsea need a little bit more control. Romeo Lavia alongside Moises Caicedo allows that. Even Andre Santos, more legs in midfield. Also a goal-scoring threat from set pieces if Chelsea do realize that. But 1-1 with 30 minutes on the clock. Good performance, Chelsea. If you told me before the match predictions, I would have leaned slightly in favor of PSG with my head. But heart's always Chelsea. That's why we do this, man. Come on. 1-1 against PSG, and we haven't flattered that. That's a decent ball here. This is what I want to see from Philip Jorgensen. Quick movements. Don't get glued at your goal line. Make quick movements. Ooh, that Enzo Fernandez foul on Desiree Doué is not really nice, you know. Oh, Chelsea take a risk. Heart attack, but they play out quite calmly towards the end. Wasn't calm for me. Jeez, they baited the PSG press. 3 players on it. And Chelsea tried to bypass the PSG press with one long ball. Trying the Real Madrid tactics here. Why not? If it works for Madrid, it'll certainly work for us. Again, Enzo Fernandez applies the pressure. Here's Pedro Neto. So win for Chelsea, certainly. Again, good possession. Possession certainly has been in Chelsea's favour. PSG have had a few good movements, but I know. Here's Joao Pedro. Tries to combine. PSG come out with the ball. Hammered away. Chelsea recover. You know, you're not too far away from the Bernabeu. Start the car. Get the ticket, start the car. Plan a trip, bro. I mean, it's only the round of 16. You never know how long Real Madrid will last in the Champions League, especially with that side of the draw. If you want to go, just go. Call Mr. Finkel. Small business loan. Just over 31 minutes of the clock at the Parc des Princes. 1-1. And we haven't flattered the scoreline. It's pretty much the exact team that I expected that Liam Rossignol would have on the pitch. Malo Gusto was surely going to start with Reece James in midfield. Big games, Reece James in midfield. Just adds that extra bit of muscle, calmness, and that passing range. May not be a natural midfielder, but under Enzo Maresca, that's all where he played. So he's definitely adapted to that role. Here's Desiree Doué. He's on his own half and picks out a cracking cross-field pass there to Bradley Barcola. The two Frenchmen combine here. Here's Barcola. So effortless, but he gives the ball away needlessly. Oh, so does Caicedo. That was poor there. Chelsea under a bit of pressure. Be the worst thing if PSG score here after Chelsea did so well to pull a goal back. Here's Desiree Doué. This is the area where he can cause problems. Ashraf Hakimi. Hakimi again. Zaire Emery. Everybody getting a touch here for PSG. Vitinha. Willian Pacho. Chelsea pinned just outside their own box here. Ousmane Dembele. Nuno Mendes. So many ballers for PSG on the pitch. Mendes decides to go with the reverse pass. Jorgensen, better. Again, quickly off his line. Making sure that he plays at least half a sweeper keeper, you know. Not as much as Sanchez, but just put us out of problems. Well, sometimes we have to do this. Chalobah does exactly that, but Chelsea lose the second ball. We have to go long. Again, there's no need for Chelsea to play unnecessary risks, man. If you have to go long, but with a bit more direction. Don't invite the pressure and then play long. Chelsea's structure is all at a mess. All PSG have to do is open us up with 2 passes. Nothing schoolboy. If PSG score another cracking goal, put your hands up, fair play, but don't give it away. Here's Desiree Doué. Up against Marc Cucurella. Again, Doué is ambi-pedal. He can go both directions, but Marc Cucurella quickly onto him. A 1-1 scoreline at halftime is something that I would not complain about. We can time this game to perfection. We have been a better second half team. Yes, we have thrown some games in the second half. Against PSG, I expect concentration levels to be at an all-time high. On the left-hand side, here's Dembele. Again, Dembele has been doing a lot of his work outside the Chelsea box. Here's Vitinha. Bradley Barcola finds Willian Pacho. And decent, very patient this from PSG. Possession I don't mind. Here's Joao Neves. Driving forward. Nobody really putting pressure. Fofana might have fouled Barcola. Referee might have waved play on. PSG regardless have possession with 10 minutes of normal time remaining in the first half. Marquinhos goes with a big switch. Jorgensen, again, fair play. Quickly off his line. Good claim. Yes, it was comfortable, but I'm praising the bare minimum. But encouraging signs. That's all I want to see. Joao Pedro tries to bring that under control. Chelsea turned the ball over needlessly. Caught there. Thankfully, Wesley Fofana makes the interception. Again, it's PSG who give the ball away under no pressure. Here's Cole Palmer. Makes the right pass. Joao Pedro makes the right run as well. Great control there, but Pedro just loses his footing. Unfortunate, but again, right decision making, man. Love to see that. PSG are just giving the ball away. Thank you, but Enzo Fernandez with yet another pick in midfield. Chelsea take a risk. Jorgensen, decent there with his left foot. Gets distance, but Chelsea a bit scattered now. Quickly back into their defensive shape. 1-1 the scoreline, still very much hectic. PSG can turn it on in a dime. The attacking players all combined now. Dembele, edge of the box here for Hakimi. Here's Vitinha. Again, every PSG player involved in this build-up. Mendes finds Bradley Barcola. He's one-on-one. The 2 goal scorers, eyeball to eyeball. Here's Marquinhos. No, it's very patient defending from Chelsea. Fernandez again. Brilliant first half from him. Oh, what a pass. Moises Caicedo. He's got the pace, but Safanov plays sweeper, keeper effectively. The Russian does magnificently well, but Chelsea recover the ball. Safanov has gotten back into position. Here's Joao Pedro. Again, Enzo Fernandez with his recoveries and interceptions has been first class. Here's Pedro. Great feed there from Joao. He should release the pass. PSG recover. This game is there to be won, man. This game is there to be won. I mean, as I say that, Chelsea could very easily lose it, but we have very much coped and competed against the reigning champions. 5th in the Premier League versus 1st in Liga. PSG by no means have wrapped up Liga. They're just a point ahead of Lens in 2nd. Chelsea, on the other hand, a dogfight for a Champions League spot. Good defending there. Very good defending. Malo Gusto against Nuno Mendes. That was an interesting battle. Great play, Malo. Malo Gusto slowly has put in a 10-on-10 first half. I wouldn't say 10-on-10 because Chelsea have conceded a goal and it came off Gusto's side. But having scored the goal is a huge plus. I mean, I never judge players based on goals and assists in a game, but in an away Champions League game, if you can give us a big goal such as that, and a goal that we have completely deserved, big points. Well, Ousmane Dembele has had an effort crash off a crossbar. Jorgensen has made a save of Bradley Barcola's curled effort. PSG have threatened. Hasn't been smooth sailing for Chelsea. Here's Caicedo. Caicedo has been first class. Again, his choice of pass, his weight, beautiful. Lovely from Moy. Here's Malo Gusto. Chelsea build on the right-hand side. Here's Cole Palmer now. Gusto makes the overlap. Cole Palmer with great feet, tricking his way forward. Decides to use the width. Malo Gusto thought about the cross, decides to feed Reece James. Chelsea's two right backs finding themselves in the same position. Reece James with the perfect cutback for Cole Palmer. What a save by Savinov. Savinov bails PSG out, and now PSG on the counter-attack here. Ousmane Dembele is 1v1. He's got the pace. Ousmane Dembele against Fofana. It's Ousmane Dembele. It's 2-1 to PSG. It's a sucker punch. Chelsea coming so close to scoring. And at the other end, PSG hit us with a ruthless counter-attack. Oh, that's just electric football, man. As much as that stings, that's why I just love this game. Palmer could have scored. He doesn't open his boot up enough. But on the counter-attack, Chelsea commit far too many players forward. Ousmane Dembele, as soon as he was bearing down on goal, yes, he had to beat a couple of defenders. He creates the separation away from Fofana, and he's devastating with a finish. That was just electric football, man. From the highs, from the potential highs to the lowest of lows. Safinov's save is very good, and it immediately springs PSG on the counter-attack, and with 5 minutes of time remaining in this first half, it has been a magnificent first half, man. It has been a great watch. Dembele with his second goal. Manny, you feel that Fofana has not been the same post-injury. I agree with that. He's had 3 or 4 bad long-term injuries. Jorgensen does not have the reach of Rob Sanchez. As soon as he was bearing down on goal, man, I just knew he was going to find the back of the net. But that was great play from Dembele. He could have just run through, but Fofana had the recovering pace. But he slowed the pace down, then shifted and shooted. I mean, that's Ousmane Dembele, the experienced Ousmane Dembele now. He's no longer a wonder kid. He has fulfilled his potential and then some. Mayur, I'm not sad. Well, I am a little bit sad, but I'm not gonna lie. Ab tere se kya chupana. But it's been a good half from Chelsea. It could get worse though. Thankfully, Caicedo has been fouled. PSG have created some good opportunities. Chelsea came so close to taking the lead though. Cole Palmer, he had to take it first time, but we built so well down the right-hand side. Malo Gusto to Reece James to Cole Palmer. What ifs? But that was devastating counter-attack play, man. Well, if you go toe-to-toe against PSG, that's something that you certainly risk. They have got devastating players on the counter-attack. Bradley Barcola and Ousmane Dembele. Malo Gusto, 3 French players on the score sheet in the French capital. So pretty much paying a great tribute here. Can we make changes in the second half? I mean, looking at that Cole Palmer shot, could he have opened a bit more? But Philip Jorgensen got nowhere near the Dembele shot. It's too much venom, or Jorgensen not good enough. Oh, Chelsea lose the ball again. Thankfully, Caicedo has been fouled. But that's the 3rd or 4th foul on Caicedo, man. Fuck off. I mean, you have to give a yellow card. Desiree Doué, shame on you. That's the 3rd foul you've created, and you have the cheek to say he dived. Who scored, Mayur? Is it Madrid again? Are Man City on the ropes? Are they going to exit in the round of 16? Oh, they've given the ball away. Chelsea have to be careful. Please, nothing foolish. 2 minutes plus added on time remaining in this first half. Wesley Fofana gives Chelsea the throw in here. Is it 3-0? 3-0 at the Santiago Bernabeu is an outstanding result, man. Jeez. Something totally unpredictable, definitely. Did not guess that. Oh, Chelsea play out the press. Keeping me on edge, but they do it nicely. Until we don't once, all it takes is to go wrong once. Valverde hat-trick. That was not on my bingo card. For all the players on the pitch, Federico Valverde getting a hat-trick. Top stuff. And all from open play, right? Sensational. Can Chelsea somehow draw level before half-time? Oh, Kukurea, be carful. Played a hospital pass to Chalobah. Jorgensen again. These guys looking a little too cool for my liking. Kukurea, thankfully Chelsea get the throw in. Minute plus added on time remaining in the first half at the Parc des Princes. And after Bradley Barcola gave PSG the lead, Chelsea pulled a goal back in fantastic fashion, man. And was thoroughly deserved. Enzo Fernandez's clip pass for Malo Gusto to latch onto it. But PSG absolutely devastating on the counter after Cole Palmer forced a good save off the Russian Safanov. But in the same attack, the same counter-attack, Ousmane Dembele, devastating. All from open play. Federico Valverde, top stuff from the captain. Big Champions League night. Oh my goodness me, Philip Jorgensen is giving me heartburn. Chelsea play out again. Thankfully, Chalobah just gets rid of the ball. Chelsea need to be better in that department. Caicedo wins the header. We're into added on time here in the first half. Just 1 minute signaled by the fourth official. 2-1 at half time. It's not bad. Could have been 2-1 up though. It's just a lot of what ifs. PSG will feel that they've merited going into half time at the lead. Chelsea will feel otherwise. Jorgensen goes long. Decent first touch there by Enzo Fernandez. That's not a foul. Enzo Fernandez has got options left and right. Enzo Fernandez goes for the reverse pass. Pedro Neto chops. Gives it to Enzo Fernandez. Tries to slip it in. Joao Pedro tries to latch on. That was a chance before half-time, man. Zaire Emery makes a crucial interception. Final attack before the half-time whistle. Come on, Chelsea. Here's Kukurea. Reece James. Get this into the box. Chalobah. Wesley Fofana. Oh, Chelsea give the ball away. Fernandez thankfully bailed out. Good skill there. That's not a foul, ref. Oh, he's blown the halftime whistle anyways. Luis Enrique will know that his side have just about edged out Chelsea in this first half. It has been electric stuff at the Parc des Princes, man. Thoroughly enjoyable 45 minutes. PSG took the lead courtesy of Bradley Barcola. It was a cracking finish. Chested down, left-footed shot into the top corner. PSG had a chance to go 2-0 up after Ousmane Dembele cracked an effort off the crossbar. Safanov has been busy for PSG in goal. Chelsea pulled a goal back courtesy of Malo Gusto. A brilliant pick out by Enzo Fernandez to the French right back who finished past Safanov. But Chelsea having a glorious opportunity with Cole Palmer on his favoured left foot. Couldn't draw a big enough save from Safanov in the very same counter-attack. Killed us. It was Dembele who got past Fofana. 2-1 for the reigning champions. Chelsea have competed well, but just fallen short. But a big 45 minutes coming up for Chelsea. Well, it's been a fun first half. Not going to lie, the result is a bit sour. But I like the football that we've played. Again, bigger picture, we might lose in 2 legs against PSG. It's not something that I expect Chelsea to progress. And even if we do, we're in that nightmare set outside of the draw. So if you're not going to win it, might as well exit as quickly as possible. But we've given them a game, man. A lot of positives to take, especially with the second leg at Stamford Bridge. Make sure that PSG do not run away with this tie. Even if we lose, a 2-1 result isn't the end of the world. Make sure we're within touching distance. Away goals do not play a part in this, so it doesn't matter in terms of that. I mean, imagine if Chelsea had the away goal taking that into Stamford Bridge, this would be a great result. But still, 2-1, not the end of the world. Make sure that we're not caught out again like that, especially when Chelsea attack. It's a bit of naivety from a young, I don't want to use the word young anymore with Chelsea. That's no longer an excuse. There's a lot of experience on the pitch, but that is naive. We cannot get caught like that, especially with the pace that PSG have on the counter-attack. Barcola, Dembele, and Desiree Doué can cause us nightmares in the second half, especially if PSG decide to just sit back, defend, and let Chelsea come to them and just hit them on the counter-attack and just kill us. So second half, Chelsea have to be savvy, have to be tactically spot on. Liam Rossini, now interesting for him is that we've got very little options in terms of attack, right? We've got Garnacho and Liam Delap as our only viable options. Garnacho in the second half, maybe for Pedro Neto, might be an option if the game is stretched, but I wouldn't count on it. But Andre Santos or Romeo Lavia, especially Lavia in midfield with possibly Reece James going to right back, especially if Chelsea need to be a bit more attacking, is an option for us. It's an interesting tactic, but Reece James on the overlap with balls into the box could be a different dimension for us. More opportunities for Joao Pedro, please. He's played some excellent stuff in the central areas. I think Enzo Fernandez has been our player of the match in the first half. The weight of his passing, his choice of passing, the IQ is displayed. Some of the interceptions and tackles he's made has been very good as well. He has been excellent, but I would say Joao Pedro, a lot of his good work outside the Chelsea box. Pedro Neto, couple of decent moments, had an opportunity where he should have shot. He went for the unselfish option of trying to hit that across the face of goal on his favoured left foot as well. If he finds the bottom corner there, Chelsea possibly equalise early on. But having gotten the equaliser courtesy of Malo Gusto, disappointed that PSG found the goal before half-time. But it was a goal that just... you want to give PSG credit for it because they bypassed the Chelsea press enough. We have committed far too many bodies forward. We're almost relying on Cole to score that. And if Cole doesn't, we're killed. Cole didn't. And we got killed on the counter-attack. But not a disheartening goal, if you know what I mean. It's not like they cut us open, Two tremendous individual goals. Barcola and Dembele, we knew that they was completely capable of doing that. And they've done so. But in the second half, things can get very interesting, but it could have been a whole lot worse because if I turn on to the other game here, Manchester City are 3-0 down at the Santiago Bernabeu against Real Madrid. Fede Valverde has got a first half open play hat-trick. That is incredible. That is very rare. Doesn't happen often, but it's happened in a big Champions League night against a Pep Guardiola side. It's a game he'll never forget, and Real Madrid on paper look like they're going to really struggle against Manchester City, especially if you compare the two attacks. No Kylian Mbappe, no Rodrigo. Vinicius playing as centre forward. Brahim Diaz, a debutant there. Arda Güler playing as a number 10. But 3-0 at half-time. You can't complain about anything else. And now it's all about game management at the Bernabeu. City need to hit back here. They need to find a goal or two. Otherwise, they risk getting knocked out in the round of 16. City could end empty-handed this season, man. They've got Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. They might just fancy themselves in it. They're, I would say, 40%, maybe even 35% favourites to win the title ahead of Arsenal. But in the Champions League, especially in that side of the draw, and especially with the way that Bayern Munich and them lot are playing. Bayern Munich were frightening against Atalanta. They put 6 past them. This was a game that Enzo Maresca's final Champions League game that he managed. It was the defeat against Atalanta away at the Bergamo. Bayern Munich put 6 past them. Michael Olise yet again shining. I think Nicholas Jackson got a goal and assist as well. You're right, the bright lights of the Bernabeu. It can intimidate not just the opposition players, but even their own players, man, and especially with the standards that the Madrid faithful, the fans that come in numbers to support, they demand the standards. If you're not good enough, they will boo you off the pitch. And that's why the standards at Madrid are so high. If you don't perform, somebody else will. La Liga is so tight. Every time you feel like one of the two teams are looking to pull clear, they just drop needless points. Real Madrid by no means have been convincing in the league. There's a reason why Xabi was sacked, but Xabi was not that far away, and Arbeloa has got them well in it. It's very interesting in terms of dynamics and how and why managers lose their jobs, because it's not sometimes just because of objectives not being met. Something's happened behind the scenes. Senior players going behind their backs, some boss calls being made. Next thing you know, completely different manager that you never knew would be managing your club. And that can be applicable to both Chelsea and, of course, Real Madrid. Chelsea with Liam Rossinier. And, of course, Madrid with Arbeloa. 2-1 at halftime. We need to be slightly more clinical in the second half. We've got the tools. Do we have the character? Do we have the personality? We'll wait and see. I'll be back for the second half, guys. Ayur, I'll see you in a bit, bro. Well, we're minutes away from the start of the second half. Chelsea have done a lot of good, but we trail at the Parc des Princes after PSG hit us with two individual glorious moments from Bradley Barcola and the Ballon d'Or winner Ousmane Dembele. Chelsea have had encouraging signs, but we need to see that personality in the second half, that's for sure. This is no place to shy away here. Keep the tie alive, go to Stamford Bridge and try and get the job done. There's still a lot of work to do in the second half. PSG will be looking for the third and fourth. Make no mistake about it, Chelsea. We have to be at our best defensively while trying to get the equalizer. Still a lot to play for here in the 45 minutes. And the same cannot be said at the Santiago Bernabeu, where Man City are trailing 3-0. Fede Valverde hat-trick is absolutely incredible. Did not expect that to happen before kickoff. Considering the team sheet that Madrid put out, Fede Valverde decides to carry his team on his back. His third goal. Mayur, this third goal was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the scoop pass from Arda Güler is class, but the way he deals with it is expert. The first touch is ridiculous in tight areas, and then the finish past Donnarumma. World-class goal, man. All to play for you at the Parc des Princes. 45 minutes where Chelsea need to show maturity. I think we have dealt well with the midfield battle in terms of Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo and Reece James in the midfield three for Chelsea against Vitinha, João Neves and Warren Zaire-Emery. Well, Chelsea in terms of options on the bench, we are threadbare, no Estevao or Jamie Gittins, which means Alejandro Garnacho is the only winger that we have on the bench. Liam Delap, I don't really want to see him on the pitch. He doesn't really deserve to grace the Parc des Princes here today, considering his performances have been shambolic. Has scored against Barcelona, but we need João Pedro as our number 9. No questions about it. The structure, the balance in the first half was good. So I don't see Chelsea needing to make any urgent tweaks. In the second half, Romeo Lavia or Andre Santos in midfield could change the dynamic for us with Reece James on the right-hand side. It'll be very interesting to see Reece's position. I'm expecting the same Chelsea players and the PSG players to walk out for the second half here. Desiree Doué had a quiet first 45 minutes. Chelsea huddle up here. It was a banger, man. What a goal, man. That was... You've seen some great goals today. I mean, 45 minutes of action here. We saw 3 goals. 3 goals at the Santiago Bernabeu. Shared here, but it's been the Valverde show. Big 45 minutes. We will learn a lot about Chelsea. Not just the way we play, but the mentality. How we are between the ears. This is not a place to shy away. This is not a place to cower and hide. Show up, show personality, give it your absolute all. The result is not in our hands. We know PSG have got so much quality, but we're set for the second half here. Come on, Chelsea, give us what you got. A rallying cry here, but we know that PSG can be so dangerous. Chelsea need to make sure that defensively we're absolutely spot on here. Didn't see too much of Nuno Mendes going forward in the first half, and we immediately see him make a run forward. Malo Gusto defends that situation very well, but he gives the ball away. Here's João Neves finding Vitinha. PSG immediately looking to put Chelsea under pressure. Marquinhos. Chelsea applying the high press. The pitch is very much condensed. Both sets of centre halves pushing up with the high line there. Runs in behind could be very crucial. João Pedro does not have Dembele's pace, but João Pedro is one of the most informed strikers in Europe. Need to give him chances in the second half if you need to try and get that equalizer. Here's João Neves, put under pressure. Malo Gusto, first class again. He has had Mendes on clamps. Clever, poor there from Enzo Fernandez. Needs to take better care of the ball. Enzo Fernandez, first 45 minutes, huge positive for Chelsea. Massive. That kind of performance, please. Keep it simple. Keep finding the right pass. And we should be good. Here's William Pacho. Again, Vitinha dropping very deep to get involved in the build-up. What can be said about that for a lot of the PSG players? You've seen Dembele, Doué all dropping in their own half, trying to affect the build-up, and the pace of Barcola is there. Jorgensen is very calm, super collected. Whew. Stressful. PSG's tactics seems very clear here. If Chelsea are going to hold a high line, they are going to try and bypass it with the long ball over the top. It's effective football, that's for sure. Oh, can you sense a fourth goal already? It's all Manchester City in the dumps, is it? Real Madrid looking to make a real statement. This game has me on the edge of my seat, though. Good challenge there by Moises Caicedo. It should be a goal kick, and it is. Caicedo putting the clamps on Desiree Doué. Well, Philip Jorgensen is ice cold here. He could have just booted that away, but he knows Barcola is going to jump. Good stuff there from Barcola. PSG have come out better in the second half, that's for sure. Chelsea on the back foot. Again, long ball forward. Good header won by Joao Pedro. Safonov comes out and he plays sweeper-keeper this time. Both keepers will be tasked with that duty by the looks of it in the second half. Chelsea trying to exploit PSG's high line with long balls. Here's Fofana. Jorgensen, please be careful. Oh my goodness me, Jorgensen is giving me so much stress. I mean, fair play to him, he's been good, but it is too close to comfort, man. Jeez. Modern football would be the death of me. Here's Nuno Mendes. In long ball forward, Reece James deals with it expertly. Brilliant from the skipper. Here's Reece James again. Brahim and Goulet have stepped up, and wow, fans not missing Jude and Mbappe. I mean, that just shows you that Madrid have ridiculous bench strength as Cole Palmer drops the shoulder past Joao Neves. Brilliant skill there by Palmer on the outside. Brilliant there from Joao Neves on the stretch. Outstanding recovery there from the Portuguese. Palmer drops the shoulder. Lovely skill there from the Englishman. Can he get the ball across? Joao Neves, full credit to him. Stuck to his guns, sticks a leg out, and it's a corner for Chelsea. We don't have too many presents, and we have to be careful of the PSG counter-attack. Chalobah has got 3 Premier League goals. Fofana, don't think he has any this season. Chelsea take it short though. Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez looks to change the angle. Decent possession this from Chelsea, but looking to overcook this. Be careful, Chelsea. Please do not give the ball away foolishly, especially with the PSG forwards almost with their eyes lighting up every time Chelsea play a long ball. Enzo Fernandez, brilliant cross-field pass again to Pedro Neto. Neto drives infield, off balance, tries to dribble and do too much there. PSG on the counter-attack again. Reece James clatters Desiree Doué, not a foul. Reece James is so strong, man. Jeez. I mean, he is a tank and it shouldn't surprise me. As Enzo Fernandez plays a lovely line breaker there to Joao Pedro. There's a run here for Pedro Neto if he can keep pace. Good recovery shown there by Marquinhos. Chelsea slowly but surely growing into the second half here. Marquinhos keeping pace with the rapid Pedro Neto. 5 minutes into the second half here at the Parc des Princes. Chalobah, please be careful. He is. Fofana, you the same. Oh, Chelsea play out well. It's been stressful. It's not tidy. Jorgensen is so calm. Jeez, man. Oh, my goodness me. He keeps baiting the PSG press. PSG only need to get lucky once. Oh, that was so stressful. Joao Pedro trying to make something out of nothing. Well, this is the second time Philip Jorgensen has shown ice-cold composure. Whew. They're playing on the edge. Fine margins here. Nuno Mendes up against his Portuguese teammate Pedro Neto. Bradley Barcola. PSG have got options on the bench, man. Gonzalo Ramos and Kviza Kvaratskhelia are potent options for PSG off the bench. Here's Dembele. Deciding to play on the right-hand side. He is so versatile that he can pretty much pick up any position in the front three. Now playing as a number 10. And good possession this from PSG just outside the Chelsea box. Here's William Pacho. Nuno Mendes. PSG deciding just to shift Chelsea around. Chelsea in a mid-block here. Not retreating too much. Still making sure that PSG might have to play long. Good pressure this from Chelsea. Warren Zaire-Emery has not had the impact that Lucho Enrique was hoping that he would have. Not sure whether or not Fabian Ruiz is on the bench. Certainly can bolster the midfield with the Spaniard. Caicedo fires the pass towards Philip Jorgensen. Jorgensen deals with it. Oh, Jorgensen. Again, perfect pass, but so stressful. Finding Reece James. Again, could have set Palmer free there, but Chelsea decided to keep it short. We take all this risks all the way just to play it backwards. I mean, don't do that. If you're taking all that risk, might as well play forward. I mean, here's Neto. He's dragging Marquinhos out of position. Chelsea trying to displace the PSG captain. Joao Pedro chasing this throw in. He's up against Pacho. Pacho's touch tight. Pedro is not going to give this one up. Brilliant from Joao Pedro. He's not going to get the foul. How's that offside? That has to be Chelsea ball. The Man City have more of the ball, but only 2 shots on target at the Santiago Bernabeu. It seems that it's another off night for Erling Haaland. And a game where Kylian Mbappe is not in the squad. Game you expect maybe Haaland to just, make a statement in the guy's house. Go to his home, make a statement, make a noise. Mbappe doesn't play and Haaland draws a blank. It's not a good look. Here's Willian Pacho. Bradley Barcola being put under pressure, comes away with the ball there, the Frenchman. Great feet. He's dragged Wesley Fofana way out of position now. Mendes in business. It's Nuno Mendes to Barcola on the left-hand side, up against Malo Gusto. It's good progression, this from PSG. Zaire-Emery onto the right-hand side for Ashraf Hakimi. Cutback cleared away from Chelsea, and Kukurea hooks that into touch. Good defending, but Ashraf Hakimi's first touch was just lacking there, but good play there from PSG. All their forward players getting involved in that attack. Onto the right-hand side. Here's William Pacho. Finding Vitinha. Vitinha finished 5th, right? Top 5 in the Ballon d'Or last season. Well, last time it was awarded. PSG definitely dominating that metric, with Dembele getting his hands on the individual glory. PSG had a perfect season, nearly perfect. Chelsea taking the Club World Cup from them in a shock manner. The result really did send shockwaves, thinking that Chelsea were maybe on the ascension. Since then, a lot has happened. A lot has changed at Chelsea. Enzo Maresca no longer at the club. Joao Pedro, to his credit, has been Chelsea's Player of the Year. At least one of our summer signings has showed up. Oh, it's a penalty. Is it a pen for Madrid? This could be 4-0. Is Vinny going to take it? Is Fede Valverde deciding that he wants a quad against Manchester City? Well, the PSG bench certainly worries me. 10 minutes into the second half, it's a pretty even start to the second half. But that PSG bench certainly worries me. Enzo Fernandez, slight dip in the second half. Need a bit more from Enzo. Yep, pen for Madrid. City are getting a thrashing, a old school beating, belt to ass. 4-0 if that goes in. I mean, who's taking the pen here? Who's taking the pen, Mayur? Are you giving it to Vinny? Or does Valverde get an opportunity to get 4 here as Desiree Doué breezes past Trevor Chalobah? Thankfully, Caicedo comes across and Chelsea get a goal kick again. Caicedo has done brilliantly against Desiree Doué throughout the evening. Trevor Chalobah gets left in the dust. Now, thankfully, we've got Moises Caicedo, who has switched on defensively. Joao Pedro, outstanding football, but can't keep the ball. He's got 3 PSG players around him, man. PSG, no, just stop Joao Pedro. You stop Chelsea. Here's Nuno Mendes. Oh, it's saved! Saved by Donnarumma. It's not going to be perfect. Vinny's pen save. I told you, should have gone for Valverde. Brilliant pace here from Pedro Neto. Neto goes for the cutback. Enzo Fernandez! 2-2! Come on! Neto squares it to Enzo Fernandez, who has his biggest goal for Chelsea this season. Top corner. Let's go! No chance for Safanov. Enzo does what Cole Palmer should have done in the first half. Enzo Fernandez, after that brilliant play from Pedro Neto on the left-hand side, uses his pace. It's a needless giveaway from PSG. Desiree Doué loses the duel, and from there it's all about Pedro Neto. Great pace and directness shows. The cutback is perfect. Fernandez, first-time effort into the top corner. 2-2. Chelsea have scored 2 excellent team goals at the Parc des Princes. PSG have relied on individual brilliance. Chelsea relying on team play at the highest level. 2 clean finishes. Enzo Fernandez has a goal and an assist at the Parc des Princes. He was outstanding in the 45 minutes, and not just the assist. In terms of his overall play, he had the assist to cap it off. And this time he gets the all-important equalizer. Chelsea come from behind again. What a game at the Parc des Princes, man. What a match week in the Champions League, man. The round of 16 is well and truly here. I think Bodo Glimt are playing some saucy football as well. Real Madrid had the opportunity to go 4-0 up. Vinicius Junior's pen was saved. You have to be ruthless there. Give it to the hot hand. Give it to the skipper. And Valverde has an opportunity to fire it to make it 4. It's still 3-0 for Real Madrid, but at 4-0, the door is pretty much shut. Fofana, please don't do anything foolish. Reece James comes across, and Jorgensen hammers that away. Again, the maturity will be on display here for Chelsea. Every facet of that will be seen here, and Lucho Enrique is wasting no time. Kvica Kvaratskhelia is coming on here, and I think he's going to be replacing Desiree Doué. I think Lucho Enrique's reaction to Desiree Doué losing the ball was everything. If body language, if eyes could speak, that did not look good for Desiree Doué. Well, Chelsea have shown some fight. Yeah, Manny, Madrid could have ended it for City. No need for the second leg. At 3-0, it's still a very comfortable position. But 4-0 is game, set, match. Don't bother. City could always pull out a madness, but Real Madrid just might add enough in the second leg, especially with... Not sure whether or not Mbappe will be fit for the second leg. I'm not sure. Mayur, you need to let us know whether or not the pen was a bad miss or not. PSG on the ropes here, expertly brought under control there by Marquinhos. Here's Achraf Hakimi. Chelsea have kept the PSG fullbacks quiet here. I mean, 60 minutes on the clock. We haven't seen Achraf Hakimi or Nuno Mendes really cause us problems, and that's a good sign for Chelsea. The way that Cucurella and Malo Gusto have defended the wide area is certainly a big plus. But with Kvaratskhelia now coming in, PSG have genuine touchline power. PSG on the transition now. Barcola, he takes a touch infield, finding Vitinha. Mendes goes for the big expansive switch out there by Joao Neves. Chelsea try to win the ball back, but it's PSG who recover the ball. That should have been Chelsea ball, man. It was a poor pass there by Joao Neves. Here's Marquinhos. Again, PSG, when they knock this around, can be dangerous, but I don't mind Chelsea in a deep block, especially against PSG's players. Caicedo does brilliantly and finds Joao Pedro. He's got runners on either side. Delegates to Cole Palmer. Chelsea keep the ball and push up the pitch as a unit here. Here's Marc Cucurella. Seems that he's going to have a different proposition with Kvaratskhelia stripped and ready for action. Now, whether or not Bradley Barcola goes to the right and Kvaratskhelia plays on the left, we'll wait and see. But The Georgian is going to come on here. Yep, no surprises that he will replace Desiree Doué. Now, whether or not that will be like for like in terms of position as well, we'll wait and see. But Desiree Doué not having the game here, hour into the Parc des Princes. Kvaratskhelia gives Chelsea a different problem to solve. You could see Luis Enrique's reaction to Desiree Doué. It's a do better, son kind of reaction that the Spanish coach had on that. Have Chelsea warranted a 2-2 at the Parc des Princes? I might have a biased hat on, but I would say absolutely, man. Especially in that first half display, we created more than enough chances. In the second half, we were clinical in terms of the first chance we create, we score from it. Here's Vitinha. And PSG use their bench first. I'm sure that Liam Rossignol is not itching to use his substitutes yet, but energy levels will play a massive part, that's for sure. Got a hectic task at the weekend. We've got PSG here. I mean, March, April and May is going to give me extreme levels of anxiety. Our run in, every fixture just feels like a cup final. Now we're into the Parc des Princes. Chelsea have pinched the ball high up the pitch. Oh, couldn't keep that. Again, it's PSG playing with the risk. And it's Kvaratskhelia. Might be fouled there. Oh, Cucurella might pick up a needless yellow card. Why does he kick the ball away? That is so stupid, especially with Kvaratskhelia playing on that right-hand side. Is that a yellow card for Cucu? I wouldn't be surprised. He kicks the ball away. It is so needless. Especially against Kvaratskhelia, is going to have fresh legs to run at him every chance he gets. Well, Chelsea have kept PSG at bay here. Jorgensen has not had any save to make here, but it's a ball forward for Barcola. What a touch that is. Tries to go on the outside. Chelsea defend 2v1. Yeah, Manny, let's meet tomorrow. I think tomorrow should be a free day. I'm going to have a long night tonight. I need to have a sleep probably in the morning after work. Get a good sleep and we'll try and chill tomorrow for sure. Here's Cole Palmer. Again, drops the shoulder. Loses possession. Oh, that's risky. PSG could be in business. Here's Barcola finding Kvaratskhelia off balance. Gets away from Moises Caicedo. Good direct play this from the Georgian. Here's Vitinha now. Kvaratskhelia looking to make an immediate impact. Kvaratskhelia drops the shoulder. Moises Caicedo says nope. Good pass there from Cole Palmer. Fizzes it at Joao Pedro. Pedro protects the ball nicely, but he's swarmed again by the PSG players. Needs to release it a touch quicker. No fault of Joao Pedro, but he's got no options, but he needs to try and just pick his head up and find a pass. This game a lot more even now, and the scoreline reflects it. Vitinha punches the ball between the lines for Barcola, finding Nuno Mendes. Mendes with the first time ball in. Jorgensen claims. Jorgensen, pretty decent game, man. Gave him a lot of shit. Fair play to him, as passed a lot of challenges. I mean, probably powerless to stop either goal. Definitely the Barcola goal, he had no chance. Dembele, I mean, it's a great strike on his right foot. You say Dembele is a left footer, but he is the most ambipedal player in the world. His right foot is a hammer as well. Seen him take pens with his right. That tells you everything you need to know. 25 minutes left at the Parc des Princes. This game is set up for a winner. Chelsea have done an objective, and like I said, even if we lose 3-2, it's not the end of the world, but we shouldn't lose it from here. PSG have not done enough to say that we have beaten Chelsea. They might be ruthless in front of goal. Vitinha turns away from Reece James very nicely. Here's Hakimi up against Cucurella. Fofana comes out to defend against Dembele. PSG trying to isolate the Chelsea back four. Hakimi. Dembele again. This is patient from PSG. Hakimi drops the shoulder on his left foot. Reece James back into position. Clears the danger away. Chelsea with their backs to the wall now. Desperate defending, but the deep block. I think we're seeing Chelsea in the first time with the deep block, but Vitinha carries. PSG try to pick the lock. Chelsea forced them to play a errant pass. Nuno Mendes started to get a lot more encouragement trying to go forward. Tries to keep the ball in play. I think he did, but it's a throw-in for Chelsea. Manny, is the Sony Live app glitching for you as well? The quality is shambolic because my stream is working perfectly, It's not an internet problem. Sony Liv's coverage is... If I speak, I'm in trouble. Joao Pedro tries to bring the ball down. Caicedo loses the duel. It's a little bit open for PSG in midfield now. Chalobah, very good defending. Chelsea trying to play out here. Joao Pedro, what a clever turn that is from the Brazilian. Beautiful hold up there from Joao Pedro. Onto the left-hand side to Pedro Neto now. Chelsea looking to turn this game around here. Trailed on both occasions. And on both occasions, Chelsea found a goal back. We might have timed this to perfection, but we'll need a game, 20 minutes of the highest order. PSG keep using their bench, and Kang In Lee is going to come on for PSG. I think he's going to be replacing Warren Zaire-Emery. That'll be a like-for-like change as well, but more dynamism for PSG. And Kang In Lee has got real killer instincts in and around the box. Chelsea yet to use their bench, but I'm sure Liam Rossignol is in no hurry to bring on the likes of Romeo Lavia or Liam Delap. Boys have done well. Got to say they've done well. Yes, the concession of 2 goals will be disappointing, but had to expect that PSG would throw the kitchen sink at us. The change will be made. Whoa. It's Ousmane Dembele who's coming off. This is surprising here. Paris Saint-Germain take off their main man. Kang In Lee comes on. It's not for Zaire-Emery, and is Kang In Lee now going to be the player that just slots into the false number 9 position where Dembele takes it? Dembele came close with the effort that crashed off the crossbar, but other than that, maybe... I mean, what am I saying? He did score the second. But overall play, that's how I judge players, the impact. Yes, you're on the score sheet, fair play to you. It was on the counter-attack, 1v1 running, and then squared up for Fana to fire it past Jorgensen. Great goal. Overall performance, decent. 7 on 10. Into the 70th minute, game very much there. I mean, Chelsea players might be dead on their feet. Tough away games, away at Arsenal, away at Villa Park, away at Parc des Princes. I mean, this is a nightmare schedule already, and we're just getting started, folks. We are just getting started. That's why the likes of Estevao and Jamie Gittins could not return sooner. We're hoping, I mean, it's the 12th of March. Hopefully, in a couple of weeks, they're back here, man. We need every player that we can use. Thankfully, you're seeing Dario Sugo, Andre Santos, and Romeo Lavia, all 3 midfielders, who for our quote-unquote bench strength are all fit now. Sugo's not in the matchday squad. Chelsea going heavy with defenders on their substitute bench. PSG playing a lot of sideways and backward passing. Just a lull in the game for the first time, really. It's taken the better part of 70 minutes for that to happen. Here's Vitinha. I mean, we talk about all the top teams in the Champions League. Bodo Glimt are 2-0 up against Sporting Lisbon. They are a team that nobody wants to face, man. They have got giant killer written all over them. What a story for Bodo Glimt. And they play some sumptuous football. See some of the goals that they have scored this season in the Champions League. Wow. I mean, it's total football. Everybody on the same wavelength. It shouldn't surprise anybody considering the scalps they've hit. They've crushed Inter Milan in 2 legs, I would say. Thoroughly deserved to be in the round of 16, and they've got a decent path. They'll fancy their chances against Sporting Lisbon, and if they have to play Arsenal or Bayer Leverkusen, so be it. Bodo Glimt are going to be underdogs, and they're going to ride this underdog story till the wheels fall off. Here's Jorgensen. Goes long for Joao Pedro. Chelsea trying to bypass the press with long balls here. PSG have made 2 changes. Kang In Lee replacing Ousmane Dembele. And Kwiza Kvaratskhelia coming on for Desiree Doué. 2 changes to the front 3. Chelsea running it back, running it again with the players who've put in a magnificent shift here at the Parc des Princes. We're disappointed with the 2 goals conceded, but that's individual brilliance. And that's Mayulu, who's warming up for PSG. It's the academy player going to come off the bench and make the impact. And Mbaye and Mayulu are very good prospects for PSG. Luis Enrique has managed them very well. That's certainly a foul on Enzo Fernandez. Ashraf Hakimi with the foul. There's the Chelsea bench, as I mentioned before. Defense heavy. Badiashile, Tosin, Hato, Mamadou Sarr, Romeo Lavia, who's a number 6. It's a lot of defenders and defensive players. Chelsea are trying to pinch a winner from here. The only obvious substitution I see in terms of attack is going to be Alejandro Garnacho coming on for Pedro Neto. That's the only obvious chance. Obvious change. Other than that, these players will have to stay on the pitch. That's why in the Premier League games we need the likes of Liam Delap and Garnacho to step up, man. Can't keep running our players to the ground. Joao Pedro has he's saved our lives. We need to, protect him, put him in cotton wool, but considering our run-in the last 3 months, we're just going to have to pray. Liam Delap has not been a reliable second-choice striker for us, that's for sure. 1 goal in the Premier League, 1 in the Champions League against 10-men Barca. Oh, great skill there by Pedro Neto. Cross comes into the box. On the wall, he takes a deflection. Good defending there by Nuno Mendes. Again, it's Malo Gusto, man. Look at Gusto. What a performance from him. He's had the better of Nuno Mendes as well. Here's Cucurella. Chelsea sense that if you play this smart, create a couple of decent opportunities, be clinical with one of those. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez is balled out, man. He is balled out. Fofana, careful. He is careful. Jorgensen has been cool and collected and he gives the ball away. Here's Kvaratskhelia and the chip from Vitinha. Chelsea get punished. Come on, that is schoolboy stuff. But I'm not surprised. Philip Jorgensen, hang your head in shame. He has gifted PSG the lead. This keeper is unserious. Liam Rossignol, you have to hold that. Fucking hell, man. Considering PSG were just kept at arm's length. Philip Jorgensen. Wesley Fofana, why does he trust this keeper so much? Look at Jorgensen's pass, man. It is so irresponsible. And then Vitinha's ice cold to just lift it over the dumb Dane, man. I hate him. Mike Penders, save us next season. The Belgian goalkeeper on loan on Strasbourg. He needs to come and claim this place. We've got 2 goalkeepers who are not serious people. We have thrown this away, man. Fucking hell. What an idiot. And after we saw Kinski chuck it in for Spurs yesterday, the foolishness of keepers in the Premier League continues. If he's going to drop players based on performances and importance of mistakes, he's got to drop Jorgensen for the next game. It's as simple as that. Liam Rossignol has made a real mess here in terms of goalkeeping, I feel. Sanchez is definitely better, man. It's not even close. Oh, Chelsea give the ball away again, and now Kvaratskhelia running at the Chelsea defense. Chelsea on the verge of capitulation here. Wouldn't have said that after the 75 minutes that we have played. Kvaratskhelia tries to go on the outside. Oh, great defending there by Fofana. It's a corner for PSG, and this game is flipped now. Chelsea have to make sure that PSG do not open up a bigger lead. A 3-2 is still salvageable at the bridge. But man, oh man, the way that we just gave that goal away. Lucas Hernandez is coming on for PSG. Look at their players they're bringing on, man. Kang In Lee, Kvaratskhelia, Lucas Hernandez. Chelsea's bench, 0 help. Corner for PSG. It's not cleared, but thankfully it's comfortable for Jorgensen. What a shame, man. What a waste. We have not deserved to lose it in this manner. Jorgensen has shown some ice-cold moments, but as a keeper, take it down a notch. don't forget you're a goalkeeper. I hate it when goalkeepers think that they can join in players, outfield players. Just do your job. I mean, trying to be too clever, play a pass which is not even on. Idiots, man. The goalkeeper situation at Chelsea, laughable. Lucas Hernandez is coming on for Bradley Barcola, and Luis Enrique has decided to shut up shop here. The three front three players who started for PSG all off now, as Zaire Emery is coming off as well. PSG are running the changes, and the changes could make a huge impact for us. Our players are running on empty here. It's 3-2 for PSG. Their bench could really make an impact. Hernandez and Mayulu both coming on for PSG. Terrible goal to concede, man. Terrible. Jorgensen, he has killed my trust. It's so needless as well, man. We had it under control. Again, Fofana, stop trusting this idiot. And he plays the same pass again. Here's Cole Palmer. He's in a pocket here. Palmer feeds it onto the left-hand side for Pedro Neto. Chelsea have to do it again at the Parc des Princes. We have done it twice. This is the third time of asking too much out of Chelsea. We're capable of it, but we have to be spotless from here on forward. That's a foul on the Chelsea skipper. Play continues though. Wesley Fofana, play a forward pass. He does. Here's Malo Gusto. I mean, 2 out of the 3 PSG goals totally avoidable. The second, the Dembele goal, it should have been a Palmer shot that had a lot more impact. Instead, it was a counter-attack in the same move that killed us. And the third goal, absolutely unforgivable. I mean, the second choice of Tottenham Hotspur and Chelsea Football Club starting in a round of 16 clash. Premier League managers. Oh, he might be offside here, Enzo Fernandez. The play continues. Chelsea players playing to the whistle. It's a cutback. It's João Pedro. It's 3-3. I'm sure the flag will be raised on Enzo Fernandez, and it is. Late flag there from the official. Yep, it looked offside as soon as Enzo Fernandez was coming back from that position. That's why I didn't get too ahead of myself. Enzo, are you offside? Oh, that's very tight. This is very, very close. João Neves is sleeping here. This is very close. I mean, it might just be a heel that Enzo Fernandez is offside. Oh, it's so close. So close. Chelsea carved PSG open again. Goal check. I think it is going to be decided as an offside. The semi-automated system coming in clutch quickly. Check over. No goal for Chelsea. Well, I want Chelsea to try and throw the kitchen sink at PSG, but a 3-2 result is not the worst for Chelsea. A 4-2, however, that changes the game completely. The second leg becomes, a mountain to climb. Philip Jorgensen continues to stress me out. He's playing his quote-unquote natural game. Fofana shoved off the ball. Free kick for Chelsea. It seems that with Jorgensen in goal, we're going to have 5 or 6 heart attacks per game. Yet he is not the player that we were looking for, man. It was João Neves who's possibly playing him onside. Have they drawn the line on the wrong player? Yes, on Enzo Fernandez is right. Not sure who that was. I think it was Marquinhos. He was definitely ahead of him, but it was João Neves, man. Wrong player, ref. Anyways, it's been an even game, man. 8 attempts between the two teams. 6 on target for PSG, 4 for Chelsea. Just handed PSG the lead. A 5-game thriller, man. It's been a great watch. Chelsea have to be careful, though. They seem to be brave and pushing up the pitch. PSG have fresh legs and the impetus to kill this game and possibly the tie. It's a decent pass. Kvaratskhelia will have to chase this down. Throw in for Chelsea. Again, changes for us. Garnacho is the only option I see, but Pedro Neto has given us a decent game today. But fresh legs could be a huge part in midfield. Can we possibly bring on someone like Romeo Lavia to gain a bit more control in the game? Decisions for Liam Rossigna, because these 10 outfield players, I mean, I've been really proud of the effort, and we are going to see a double substitution. I'm seeing one player that I don't really want to see right now, and that is Liam Delap, and it is going to be Romeo Lavia. Double substitution for Chelsea. Liam Rossigna identifying that he has run his players, some of them at least, on the edge. Cole Palmer is off. I understand, I mean, fitness of Cole Palmer might be on the edge. This is an interesting move, this, from Chelsea. Liam Delap will go as the centre forward, and Joao Pedro will be the number 10. And it looks like it'll be Enzo Fernandez on the left-hand side and Pedro Neto on the right. I'm not sure. Joao Pedro's off as well. Liam Rossigna has decided that Chelsea are going to try and just take this 3-2 loss and head to Stamford Bridge. This is a big call considering Chelsea are chasing the game, but Joao Pedro has run his socks off. I'm glad we're trying to look after Joao Pedro's overall health, but Romeo Lavia in midfield should give us a bit of bite. Our control in this last 7 minutes plus stoppage time, expect a bit more. Liam Delap, can you be useful once in your life? I mean, I say this every time you're on the pitch. What a pass that is by Romeo Lavia. Reece James at the outside of the boot. Pass for Liam Delap. First involvement for the substitute. Liam Delap's effort might have taken a deflection. If that hasn't taken a deflection, it's a terrible shot. It is a terrible shot. Decent involvement by Liam Delap, but that all comes from two excellent passes played by Chelsea in the build-up. Joao Pedro and Cole Palmer both off. Chelsea chasing the game at the Parc des Princes. Chasing the tie, heading into Stamford Bridge. Here's Achraf Hakimi on the right-hand side, driving forward with the ball. And Chelsea in midfield. Well, that's the balance, right? That's the dilemma. We want that equalizer. Got a big game in the weekend. And, of course, we have to worry about the second leg as well. Alejandro Garnacho, this should wake you up, man. In a game where Chelsea need fresh legs and possibly chasing a winner, you're an unused substitute. 40 million quid. PSG are 3v4 and Chelsea get another back, but PSG have got Hakimi forward. On the right-hand side, Hakimi plays it to Vitinha. Good defending by Reece James, forcing the attack backwards. PSG have committed enough players. It's Vitinha up against Caicedo. Can they work it nicely down the right-hand side? Caicedo bites into the challenge. Caicedo, magnificent. Reece James, beautiful feed. Release the ball. He gets caught out here. Just pass, Reece. You've done everything right. He's definitely working on empty as well. Tired legs, tired minds, definitely playing a part. Maybe Andre Santos can come on for Reece James with 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining at the Parc des Princes. Here's Kvica Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia on his right foot. Don't let him shoot. Oh, he finds the top corner in sensational fashion. PSG have the 2-goal advantage and the substitute makes a real impact. Chelsea allow Kvaratskhelia to shoot and it's a magnificent goal. And Chelsea having competed so well. Reece James, that is not good, Manny. Reece has to release the pass. He takes an ace. He's running on empty. PSG have that nightmare 4th goal. It should have been a game where Chelsea stayed touching distance. Mayulu robs Reece James off the ball. Fresh legs against tired legs. And Malo Gusto shows too much to Kvaratskhelia. My goodness me, what a finish that is. Well, we have seen some terrific strikes. Again, Rob Sanchez gets that, man. He just does. He's a taller keeper. He's got a bigger presence about him. Maybe he makes the Jorgensen mistake. Jorgensen, in terms of shot stopping, has been a hologram. 4 goals, man. He gets that. He gets to it, Manny. And this is not hindsight or me happily sitting in my room. It's just pure biology, man. Rob Sanchez is 6'6". Jorgensen is my height. He might be 6'2" if he's lucky. That's a decision that has certainly backfired for Liam Rosenior. The 10 outfield players, top. But the goalkeeping decision is that something that has totally backfired. And no Palmer or Joao Pedro on the pitch. And PSG get the 4th goal. This is a nightmare scenario. And PSG, however ruthless they decide to be, can really hurt us now. Here's Kvaratskhelia, gets away from Romeo Lavia with ease. Reece James bullied off the ball. This is not good for Chelsea. Kvaratskhelia cut back. This could have been 5. Thankfully, there's a foul. Mayulu mistimes that effort. 3 minutes per stoppage time remaining. I am desperate for the full-time whistle now. At 3-2, I would have taken it. At 4-2, just stop the game. It's a shame. It's a goddamn shame. Garnacho coming on. I think Liam Rosenior has missed a trick here. He really has missed a trick. The double substitution in terms of balance wasn't right. Yes, you're taking off Cole Palmer and Joao Pedro. I'm on board with that decision, right? Even though we're 3-2 down, but we lost a lot of dynamism. We lost our balance. We lost our shape. We brought on Liam Delap to be our number 10. Our centre forward. Joao Pedro drops to the 10. Romeo Lavia comes into midfield. And we've got no wide threat with, Enzo Fernandez on the left-hand side. Garnacho now comes on for Malo Gusto. Chelsea going on the offensive with 2 minutes per stoppage time remaining. A 2-goal deficit to take to Stamford Bridge is a tough enough task. A 3-goal, it could be over. And both Premier League teams, Manchester City and Chelsea, could get hammered in their first leg here away from home. Well, it's a rude awakening, a reality check, and PSG have certainly got revenge on that Club World Cup defeat. If they get their job done at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea will have to be perfect in the 90 minutes there. Now, I will be very, very surprised to see who starts in goal for that game. If the same standards apply that Rob Sanchez has making mistakes, Jorgensen has to be benched too. Nobody really wanted to see Jorgensen in goal, did they? It's such a curious call. Against Aston Villa, that raised eyebrows and suddenly my confidence for that game just dipped. Chelsea won it 4-1, sure, but it's a really curious call in the business end of the season. Are we trying to get some sort of resale value of Rob Sanchez? I'm not really sure. Oh, it's such a bad pass. This is going to be 5, and it is. It's shocking from Chelsea. But thankfully, the offside flag might be up. My goodness me, this club just nearly killed the tie off, man. I have no energy for... Look at that pass. Yes, he's offside, but... Philip Jorgensen. Look at Enzo Fernandez's reaction. He is absolutely fuming. And he's right. Why would you pass to Caicedo when you can see a player right on his back? Philip Jorgensen, man. He is not that good to be showing this kind of composure in front of goal. He's just not that good. Learn your pace. Learn your place. Know your levels. Do not think you're better than you are, man. If this is his most elite attribute, right? Being cool and calm in front of goal is passing. Mike Penders, save us. You better be good enough to be the goalkeeper at Chelsea next season. Ooh, there's a fight here brewing. It's 3 minutes of stoppage time signaled. And a minute of that is just going to be eaten away here by the looks of it. I didn't see what the incident was, but it's to the cameraman rather than anyone else. This is unfortunate. Is that Enzo Fernandez who might have lashed out? It's not on a PSG player. Enzo Fernandez, has he lost his head here? Enzo, please don't pick up a red card here. Enzo, somebody needs to drag Enzo Fernandez out of this. Reece James, just take Enzo away. Last thing we want is to be down. Well, not just down to 10 men in this game. This game's done, but for the second leg, we need Enzo Fernandez. Not sure what the incident was. The 3 minutes of stoppage time has just evaporated here. The referee will have to play overtime. Chelsea trying to pull a goal back. We're not going to get it without Cole Palmer and Joao Pedro not on the pitch, let's be honest. Let's have a look here. What was the incident? Pedro Neto just pushes the ball boy. That is needless. It wasn't Enzo Fernandez. It was Pedro Neto. It's not good. It's not a good look at all. Talks about the indiscipline, and there's a reason why Chelsea have picked up so many red cards. It's just it's a moment of petulance. It's needless. What are you trying to achieve there, Pedro Neto? It's really poor. Very, very needless. He does a hazard there, yeah. I mean, he doesn't kick the ball boy, but don't put your hands on him. Not in any capacity. You're a professional athlete. He is just trying to do his job there. Stay on the sidelines. Disgusting there from Pedro Neto. But we move. It's going to be a disappointing end for Chelsea at 3-2. We possibly might have had a chance. But that fourth goal from Kvica Kvaratskhelia was an absolute beauty. No chance for Philip Jorgensen. Sanchez might have saved it. But if buts and maybes in football is a pointless argument, Chelsea getting the 4-star treatment in Paris. Here's Kang In Lee. Oh, wow. Beautiful football here. PSG carving Chelsea open. It's 4v2. Chelsea in real trouble here. This could be over. It is 5. It's Kvaratskhelia again. It's game over. It's tie over. Chelsea naive. Completely caught out. This should have been game end over at 3-2. It's 5-2, man. Fucking hell. This team just shows his inexperience. The PSG bench absolutely maulers. The difference between the two sides. Kvaratskhelia has a brace coming off the bench. Chelsea cut open. Kang In Lee does very well. This is smooth football, this. And from here, Chelsea in so much trouble. The cutback is perfect. Is that gone through Philip Jorgensen? It has, you know. That's a sad, sad save. I mean, that's right at him. I thought he found the corner. It's a poor effort. I mean, it's on target from Kvaratskhelia. Philip Jorgensen in goal. Fuck off. He has chucked 2 of them. This one's on Rossini. I'm sorry. Like I said, he's made 10 good decisions as a manager. The outfield 10, no problems whatsoever. But the call to make Philip Jorgensen your number 1 goalkeeper at this stage of the season is baffling, to say the least. Liam Rossini, that's on you. He gave the 3rd goal away. No pressure. Game was at 2-2. Fine margins. No pressure. Gives the ball away. It's 3-2. And from there, it's the Kvaratskhelia show. The 5th goal as well is unacceptable. It goes through his hands. He's weak. What elite attribute does he have? In the first half, Chelsea got away with it. He showed a lot of composure. Fair play to him. But why? When Chelsea are playing backwards or sideways passing, we don't have to take so much risk. The reward simply isn't there. Yes, on a couple of occasions we open PSG open, but come on. That kind of risk from this kind of player. He's not our best player. He's 12th, 13th, 15th in line to get a place on the team. Enzo Fernandez, rightfully so, giving Philip Jorgensen a mouthful. I'm not a fan of players having a go at each other, but accountability, man. Liam Rossini, like I said, 10 good decisions. You absolutely botched it in terms of the goalkeeping decision. Chelsea lose 5-2. We were 2-2. It was a great game of football, man. How we have lost this 5-2, I will never understand. Fucking hell, man. It's just killed us. At 3-2, the result was fine. 1 goal advantage for Paris Saint-Germain at Stamford Bridge. We can try and do something. But the way we showed naivety in that second half towards the end, after PSG got the 3rd, like you said with Kvaratskhelia, right? Don't let him cut in and shoot. Malo Gusto lets him do that. It's 4-2. And the fifth goal, I mean, why Chelsea do not decide? See, the problem with Liam Rossini, right? He's decided it's game over at 3-2. He's decided, let's shut up shop. We're taking off Joao Pedro. We're taking off Cole Palmer. So what do? Drop back. We have committed everybody forward. PSG played 2 passes and they threw at us. Either the players have not listened to Liam Rossini, or Liam Rossini decided, you know what, let's go and try and pinch a goal at 4-3. You never know. That is naive. That is naive. Players, managers, everybody has to take blame for it. Our Champions League campaign is over in the round of 16. There's no way we're turning a 3-goal deficit around, even though it's at Stamford Bridge. PSG well and truly have their lick back. 3-0 at the Club World Cup final, 5-2 at the Parc des Princes. Disgusting end to the match. Well, that's that from me, my end. I mean, it was such encouraging signs. Manny, you know what? I want to sack him. You want to see? I'm heated as well. But the performance, man, it was good. It was good. Yes, PSG got 2 excellent goals. Chelsea's deficiencies may be in both boxes. I'll give you that. But the overall football we played was very good, especially in the first 45 minutes. It was even in the second half. But we just threw it away, man. Just ourselves to blame. We burnt 4 points at home against Leeds and Burnley. We were 2-0 up and 1-0 up in both games. And in both games, we got red cards. And we saw us drop 4 points here. Today, we have all 11 on the pitch. And we throw the game away again. Chelsea finding new ways to implode. This is not acceptable, man. A 5-2 defeat. Like I said, 3-2. You can stomach it. Philip Jorgensen will deal with you later. But this performance from Philip Jorgensen, man, in a game where your manager trusts you, Igor Tudor and Liam Rossini, both managers who arrived after Maresca and Thomas Frank got sacked, making these ludicrous calls in the first round. I mean, the first leg of the round of 16. Yeah, you're going to have to show personality and balls as a manager, but do you drop your first choice in a big game like this? The answer is no. You just don't. Anyway, that's done. It's 5-2. Champions League dream over. Out of the Carabao Cup. FA Cup, we've got Port Vale. We'll somehow find our way into the semi-finals and somehow find a way to implode again. And it's just pretty much a top 4 battle now. I'm done, man. Jeez. It is so deflating. Considering the football we played, that full-time score is scandalous. Anyways, I'm signing out, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I really do appreciate it, guys. Manny, Mayur, the rest. Thanks a lot, boys. See you guys for the next game.